Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about Joe Bonamassa Epiphone. He has a new Epiphone Les Paul Custom Black Beauty 59 that's coming out. We'll go over the article, and then as usual go over my complaints, because I complain about everything. Experience the Epiphone Joe Bonamassa 59 Les Paul Custom and Antique Ebony, a faithful recreation of his rare two-pickup Black Beauty. Epiphone has just unveiled a stunning recreation for fans of blues rock legend Joe Bonamassa and vintage guitar enthusiasts alike. The Epiphone Joe Bonamassa 59 Les Paul Custom and Antique Ebony. That is a frickin' mouthful of a name. This limited edition electric guitar is a faithful homage to one of the most treasured pieces in Bonamassa's vast collection. His ultra-rare two-pickup 1959 Gibson Les Paul Custom, famously nicknamed the Black Beauty. They call like all of them Black Beauty in retrospect. That's just like the unofficial name of the guitar. Guitarists looking to tap into the legendary sound and feel of a 1959 Les Paul, combined with the iconic tuxedo-like elegance of a custom model, can now grab a piece of history. This instrument isn't just a tribute, it's a high-performance machine built for the stage and studio. Vintage tone, modern performance. The foundation of the guitar's rich classic tone is its all-mahogany body and carved mahogany top. This construction delivers a quintessential Les Paul sustain, but with an added mid-range punches and throatiness. That helps the guitar cut through any mix and must for a dynamic player like Bonamassa. The beautiful ebony fingerboard not only adds to the guitar's sleek aesthetic, but also brightens the overall tone, improving note definition and articulation. Power under the hood, Pro Bucker custom pickups. At the heart of its sound, a pair of Epiphone Pro Bucker custom humbuckers. These pickups are Epiphone's take on the most revered Gibson humbucker design, expertly capturing the authentic articulation, clarity, and harmonic richness players crave. Effortless expression with Bigsby, adding a touch of classic flair and expressive capability. The guitar features a Bigsby B70 vibrato system. This allows players to introduce subtle warble or more dynamic vocal-like pitch shifting to chords and solos, expanding its sonic versatility for blues rock and beyond. Tuxedo appointments and premium features. The Epiphone Joe Bonamassa 59 Les Paul Custom is dressed to impress with its classic tuxedo aesthetic. We have an antique ebony finish, a sleek, high-gloss black finish that screams sophistication. You have gold hardware. All hardware, including the classic-looking Grover Imperial tuners, is gold-plated. Custom binding, multiple-ply binding on the body and headstock complete the upscale custom look. Neck profile, it features a comfortable custom 59 rounded C neck profile, a beloved shape that offers a perfect balance, neither too thin like a slim taper nor too large, providing a great feel for players of all styles. Every detail has been carefully chosen, down to the inclusion of a Graphtec nut for improved tuning stability and specialized Epiphone Nerdville hardshell case, a nod to Bonamassa's famous collection. The modern blues vanguard. Joe Bonamassa is widely celebrated one of the most iconic and prolific modern virtuoso blues guitarists, often credited with being a figurehead in the resurgence of modern blues and blues rock. His fiery, dynamic playing continues to inspire new generations of musicians. As a self-confessed guitar nerd, Bonamassa is renowned for amassing one of the largest and most impressive collections of vintage and rare guitar amps and pedal. Globally, Epiphone signature models like the 59 Les Paul Custom offers fans a chance to own a piece of coveted Nerdville mojo without the vintage price tag. And then here's kind of a general rundown. So looks like we are getting only 1,500 of these worldwide, so they probably will sell out fairly quickly. And then, more at Epiphone, all that good stuff. So I feel like in terms of Joe Bonamassa as a person, if you are, I'm going to say, like late 30s and older, you probably really know who he is. in the guitar playing world. You know, he was playing with B.B. King as a kid, good guitar player. But to a lot of the younger players, he's kind of like the butt of the joke. It's literally just guitar and blues playing. I have personally never been to one of his concerts, but I feel like if you go to one, 9 out of 10, it's going to be an older crowd. Not to say he isn't a great guitar player, because he is. He's got he's done a lot for the guitar community. But the younger crowd, just in general, does not care about him. I'm going to be honest with you. That is kind of the majority of the general consensus. They're looking to different people. They're not looking to Joe Bonamassa as a guitar hero. I've literally never met one person say Joe Bonamassa is my guitar hero. That is probably one of the first times someone has ever said that sentence. I've never heard anyone say he's a bad player, but I know there were some issues with social media stuff. And then he ended up deleting everything. I don't think he even has social media anymore. But he has a really, really, really cool collection. I do like seeing him. He'll be on a Gibson video or a Norman's Rare Guitar video. He is the nephew of Norman's Rare Guitars as well. But cool guy, as I said. Great guitar player. In terms of other stuff, who knows? That's up to the individual. Now let's just go ahead and go over to the Epiphone website. So it does have, the age binding. I'm assuming those are real mother of pearl inlays. They look like it. Let's see. You got the Grover Imperial tuners, which is nice. Nice case. But let's go to the specs. So let's see here. My biggest issue is, so this is $1,000. This is a $1,000 instrument. Now, I don't know if Joe Bonamassa has something with Gibson where he can't use the Gibson headstock for his signatures, because he's never used the Gibson headstock, to my knowledge, since it's come out for Epiphone. So my kind of complaint is it's a $1,000 Epiphone, but you're not getting the actual Gibson headstock and you're not getting Gibson humbuckers. So that is a huge downside. They have more expensive Epiphones. Like if we just go to the Epiphone website, there's like a $1,500 Firebird or something right now. Let's go ahead and find that. That I think is the most expensive of the Epiphones, if it wants to cooperate with me. Let's see. Flying V, Explorer, Shop All. Let's see if we can find a... Oh, the Les Paul Prophecy went up in price. Is there a search bar? Here we go, Firebird. Firebird, please. Yeah, so there's like a $1,300 Firebird. $1,700 Firebird. I mean, if we're going crazy with the prices, like, $1,700 for an Epiphone Firebird, with the vibrato there, why not just take this the extra steps? That's what I'm confused with. So, I mean, all mahogany, it looks cool, but if we're getting to $1,000, if we're getting to that high of a price point, I would think the majority of people would have preferred the actual Gibson headstock on this thing and some Gibson humbuckers thrown in there, and then maybe add a couple $100 onto it. I understand, typically with signature guitars, the person has to get paid because their name is being on it, or maybe they get a certain number of guitars or something. But I just don't understand. Like the Epiphone Pro Buckers, not that they're bad. Not that they're terrible pickups, but when you're paying $1,000 for an Epiphone, I mean, up the ante. Give me the Gibson headstock. Give me the custom buckers, or give me, burst buckers or something. Something other than, typical, I can get the same exact electronics in one of these for like $600, I think. Let's do Les Pauls. Let's do Les Paul. Here we go. Let's see what we got with the Les Paul range. Yeah, so if you get like a plain, regular Les Paul custom for $200 less, it's basically the same thing, minus the Bigsby. There you go. There's a black one. I mean, they're doing a yellow finish over it, so it looks kind of aged. But, and I'm pretty confident you get a case with this too, don't you? Yeah, you get a gig bag. Okay, so you know what? maybe I stand corrected. Maybe in terms of $200, case cost $200, but there's other options. Like as I said, we're basically. I think maybe he wanted it just under $1,000, and because it was under $1,000 that he didn't do. He wasn't allowed to do the Gibson headstock or something. But as I said, if we're going for $1,000, just knock this thing up to like what, $1,300 or something. Give me the Gibson headstock and the Gibson humbuckers. What's if you're spending $1,000 on a guitar? What's another $300? Is pretty much what I'm saying with this. Now I wouldn't buy this regardless because I think $1,000 for any Epiphone is ridiculous, let alone a signature. Will this hold value? I have no idea. I mean, I know that Ace Freshly Budokan, that thing's holding value. They're not making those right now, but this is only 1,500 of these things, limited edition. $200 more than the custom. You're getting a Bigsby, you're getting an aged look, and you're getting a case. So in terms of the price point of the custom, I guess it's there, but at the same time, it's like, why not go the extra mile with it? Why not, if you got to add a couple $100 on it, big whoop-de-doo. But, for this price point, I'm kind of expecting Gibson pickups and a Gibson headstock. At least that's where I'm at. The tuners are cool. I do like those Grover Imperial tuners. I really do. And I'm wondering if they're a one-for-one with the Clusons where I can drop them in on my Gibson Studio or something. But is it, let's see, is it actually I think they use mother of pearl for pretty much everything. I'm wondering if it tells. I kind of wish it told me the better specs. Neck pickups, bridge pickup, hardware specs, neck specs. Okay, they're not saying mother of pearl, they're saying pearloid. So that might be part of it too. Doesn't the regular custom have the mother of pearl or no? No, that's the expensive one. Yeah, pearloid block. So yeah, as I said, it's basically the $800 Les Paul. There's really nothing in terms of sound. There's nothing different. You get a case and different color and a Bigsby. That's your $200. That's where we're gonna end it. You heard my complaints. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Leave a like, share, all that good stuff. Let me know what you want to see for future guitar and music related content. And until next time, as always, have a good one.